pretty much no restrictions. You know, still trying to kind of keep a progression of, you know, how much time and how much load I'm putting on that ankle. But for the most part, I mean, feeling very, very well. Just excited to be out there. It's so much fun being able to play again and play with my teammates. And you know, these past 2 weeks and the next probably month or so will be good to kind of get back into the game, feel the rhythm, the timing, different things like that. But feels pretty good. I'm basically 100%. There's certain things that I think are going to take time, even if I was 100% healthy. Not 100% as far as basketball-wise, just because I haven't played in a year. So trying to figure those things out. You know, the last step for me is, as far as from a physical standpoint, is like the little explosion, that little last juice bounce that you get. And so that's going to take maybe the longest time. But like I said, for the most part, I feel very good. You know, not be with the team and just do rehab every day was extremely difficult for me. I've told multiple people that the hardest part of this whole process has been the mental challenge. I mean, having to just fight through not being able to play and do the tedious task of just the rehab, and that whole process is something I don't hope to have to go through again. Yeah, I mean, each step along this journey there's been points in time where I get to do different things. Like the first time that I was able to get out of the boot and walk normally. Then the first time that I was able to jog, and I hit a point in time where then I had to do a second surgery, and that kind of brought me back down a little bit. But after that, it's been amazing with just the different, like I said, the different steps that in each step I get some joy, and so now we're kind of at that final step of playing 5-on-5, and it's, you know, I enjoy practicing. I enjoyed putting in the work because last year I wasn't able to. Yeah, 100%. I expect to be out there. I think this is what this time is for me to kind of find my groove a little bit. Like I said, you can do all the drills you want, you know, all the cardio, the jumping, agility stuff, but there's nothing like playing 5-on-5. So when I play out here with my teammates, when I get into practice situations, that's going to be the best. Playing in the preseason games, that'll be the best, you know, work I can get. I think when you go through a process like this, you just find out that, you know, if you want to get back to the player that you were, it takes a lot of effort, and there's days. I mean, I think you find the fight within yourself, because there's so many days where, you know, I wake up and it's like, man, here we go again. Another day I'm driving in. It's freezing cold weather here in Boston, below zero, going into the facility, and the team's in, you know, LA or they're in Miami or whatever, and they're playing, and I'm picking up marbles and putting them into a bucket. I'm standing on one leg and doing balance drills. I'm, you know, shooting from a chair. Like all that stuff, you know, to be able to get up and do it every single day and do it a little bit longer the next day and do it a little bit better the next day, and slowly work off getting out of the chair and getting out of the boot, and, you know, now I can stand and shoot, and then I can do one dribble and shoot, and just the long process. I mean, it was a process and a journey, and I'm still not there yet, but it just, like I said, helped me find kind of the fight in myself. Yeah, the support has been unbelievable. You know, besides just my family, having teammates check in, having guys come over to the house. I can remember Aaron Baines. I'm a big donut guy. I like donuts. That's like my cheat food. And I remember he brought Krispy Kremes back from a road trip and drove them over to the house. And just simple things like that mean a lot to me. Means a lot to my family too, that people care, and also the fans too. I mean, they've been sending so much fan mail and kind of trying to lift up my spirits, and how some of them are going through the exact same journey, that, you know, them being hurt, and we're kind of going through that together, and that's been a really cool thing for me to see, and how so many people get hurt, and I was kind of working my way through it with them, and so I think that was a cool way for me to connect with fans, and you know, the coaching staff too. I can't say enough about the coaching staff and you know, the other members of our staff that helped me throughout the year, every single day. Like I said, getting in there at 6, 7 a.m. and not leaving till 2 in the afternoon, doing like a tedious drills, and and pool sessions and going out to San Diego with me and, sacrificing a lot for me was amazing. It's not something I'm, worried about at all. I think we're worried about winning and putting another banner up behind you. Like I said, we have so much depth. We have so much talent. Doesn't matter who starts for me. My goal is to help us get that banner.